Hey guys, this is Miss Hudak. I'm coming into you tonight to review multiplying decimals by 10, 100, or 1,000. We talked about this today. There were a little bit of confusion, so I'm going to kind of clear that up so that tomorrow you'll be ready for the quiz that we're going to take in the morning. Over here, I put 53 and 7/10 times 10. I told you to just keep your base number, 53 and 7/10. And what you're going to do with that number is leave it alone because you're multiplying it by 1. After you do that, I want you to count how many zeros are in your number that's being multiplied by in this factor. In 10, there's 1 0. So you're going to move your decimal over 1 time. Now, I've been stressing a lot today that you need to clean up the number. Obviously, we do not want to show our number like this. We need to move it over. So our new number is 537. We don't need to add a decimal at the end because there's not any decimal, a number that we need to put there behind our decimal. Looking at this one, 3 thousandths times 1,000. You're keeping your number the same, counting your zeros, which you have 3, moving your decimal over 1, 2, 3 times, and then cleaning up your number. We don't want to leave our number like this. Do we need zeros before a whole number now? We don't. So you're just going to have the number 3. I hope that cleared up a little bit of it. If we still have questions, write them down in your notebook, bring them in tomorrow, and we'll go over them. For our new topic we're going to talk about is multiplying a decimal by a whole number. So your essential question you need to write, how do you multiply a decimal by a whole number? Get that written in your notebook. Go ahead and pause the video so that you can get that written down. Here's how it goes. Same steps as multiplying 3-digit by 2-digit. The same exact steps. We just add something in at the end. You can review the steps from the previous video, the multiplying 2-digit by 3-digit. You can go back and look at that video on my YouTube channel. Here's your example. First, ignore the decimal. Multiply the top number by the ones. So here's your multiplication sentence. 17 times 26. I'm ignoring the decimal. I know this number is not 17, but in my mind right now, that's the way I'm going to think about it. I'm going to break it apart. 17 times 6, you get 102. I'm going to bring that number over, just like we did with multiplying whole numbers. You're then going to still ignore the decimal, bring in your placeholder, your 0 as your placeholder. You're then going to take, ignoring the decimal still, multiplying by the tens. So 17 times your tens was 2, times 2 got you 34. You're then going to bring that number back over. Now, you're going to add them together, just like we did before. Add 102 and 340 to get 442. Here is where things get added on to what we already know. You're going to go back to the original factors, 17 and 26. You're going to count your decimal places. In this case, we have 1, 2. There's none in this number, so we don't have to worry about it. So what you need to do is go down here, and that's how many places you're going to move it. 1, 2. Making your new number 4 and 42 hundredths. So let's try it together. 6 times 9 is 54. Put down your 4, carry your 5. I've already made a mistake because this is where you guys go. You start to multiply, and I don't want you to do that. I want you to break the number apart. So if you were one of those ones that went to do that, please go back and don't do it. I want you to break apart the numbers so that you can understand what you're multiplying. So you're going to do 34.6 times 9. 6 times 9 is 54. 4 times 9 is 36. 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. 3 times 9 is 27. 28, 29, 30, 31. We're going to bring this number over. Now we're going to do the same thing. 34.6 times 2. 6 times 2 is 12. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 1 is 9. 3 times 2 is 6. Bring that number over, putting your placeholder in, and add them together. Now, go in and count your decimals. 1. So you're going to go in and bring it over 1, giving you 1,003 4/10. Go ahead and try this one on your own. Do the steps, multiply, break it up, and then multiply your numbers and count your decimal. That's how many you move over. We'll talk about this tomorrow, so if you have some things you need to go over, please let me know.